So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 12 of Begin. We're going to, music, where did that come from? So we're going to be deepening into the teatowel feeling. I don't know what the teatowel feeling is. I'm trying to work it out physiologically, psychologically. I don't know how to. It's like, yeah. So I'm chewing on it as a movement practice. So it's almost like instead of just reaching your arm off, you exaggerate the movement in the whole of you so that there's more connection rather than it just being a shape. You exaggerate, so it's like an exaggeration of a movement in your body. So let's go experiment and see. Anything else? I have Jig and Chico here as always. Chico here, and then Jig wrapped up in his little blanket. As always. Oh, and I was thinking, those of you who are new to this yoga, my studio used to be the other side of the house, and there used to be loads of geese and ducks and chickens and everything coming up to the window. So I often miss my animals. I don't have any any of the birds wandering around here. And I was thinking I might bring in a duckling one of the mornings and show you one of the ducklings if I can organize that with Joseph. So come rest into your child's pose. Come. Coming into your child's pose, stretch your arms out long and just rest down. Settle in and feel your ribcage softening, your back widening. And maybe just notice, like, what can you move and wiggle here? We can lean into things or settle ourselves down a little bit more. Walk our hands out or bring our hands in. Just feel, how do you wiggle and settle and lengthen into this shape? Nice. Bring your hands forward. Cat pose. And every time you round an arch, push and exaggerate the movement in wellness. So you're leaning into the end of your range and you're trying to connect your body in a sense of strength and the tea towel feeling. It's like there's a squeeze at the end of the movement. And I'm trying to include as much of my body in that sense of the connecting or the squeezing. And move slowly. Move softly. Move with connection. Nice. Tuck your toes under. Push back. And just pull back into your heels. Wiggle through your legs a little bit. Come up onto your toes. Drop down onto your heels. And just feel that. Moving your feet. Nice. Walk forward. And walk your hands back. Elbows to your knees. And roll all the way up. And then just roll through your shoulders. Big circles. And really exaggerate the movement in your body that you get. I feel sometimes when I really deepen into a movement, it's like I get taken by the movement because I'm really, just really deepening into my spine as I just roll my shoulders. And then in the other direction. Like we have the opportunity at every single moment to be deeper, to be more connected, to be freer, to be more able. So great. So come forward to the front of your mat. So each of the different shapes that we do in sun salutations, we can exaggerate them a bit like what I was talking about. So reach your arms wide. And even from here, you're extending into your fingers as wide and out as you can. And then when I rise up, I feel like turbo booster. It's like I've pushed my toes into the floor and I'm reaching and leaning upwards. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, and I round my spine really deeply as I roll down. Hands to the floor,
Forehead to your knees. I'm rounding my back, pushing into my hands. And then arching and look forward. I'm lengthening my spine. And each moment I'm exaggerating and connecting and deepening. Hands to the floor, step back, deepen, connect, exaggerate in your wellness where you go. Step back. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Rise. Have a sense of lifting your navel off the floor, just drawing your belly up towards your spine as you push your elbows down, as the top of your head rises towards the ceiling. Nice. Reverse. Reverse. Feel the deep and connect into just that which is in your body, how you are in this moment. Find just a strong sense of deep, steady, full now. Great. Drop your knees to the floor. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bend your knee. And then straighten your leg. And as you move, connect in the slowness, in the power of the movement in your body. Breathing. Remembering, sensation will tell you if you're going too far. Only move in wellness as you connect. It's this really incredibly dynamic process in you. Like, how do I be strong and mobile and still and smooth? And how do I listen while I move into the deeper ranges of my body and keep things wiggling while I try and get stronger? It's like juggling an elephant. So just one more time, lean forward and lean back. Nice, lift your back knee off the floor. And just pause there. Front foot is on the floor, back leg is straightening. Nice, drop your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right knee, twist towards the right. And feel like you're looking down the beach, or you're weeding the garden and you have to look way down the garden. And when I do that, my neck gets longer. I draw my head back a bit and I feel like my eyes and my face engage into the movement as well. And lengthen your spine. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Hop in one step or in two steps. And just pause there. Feet are outside of your hands and just bend your knees from side to side. Sway your bum from side to side as you bend your knee. Bend your knee. And maybe you're leaning into that teatowel feeling in your leg in wellness. That sense of a squeezing, deepening, connecting. Nice. Hands a bit forward. Heel toe your feet towards each other. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Feel like a turbo booster rocket on the way up. And then bending your elbows, bending your knees. Round your back deeply on the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lengthen and look forward. So it's a really subtle thing not to become rigid while leaning into the strength of your body. So it's not rigid. It's a very dynamic, smooth, kind of tiger sense of strength in your body. I step back into your plank. And drop your knees to the floor, lower down. And bring your elbows to the floor, rise. So you're leaning into the power and strength of your body, being like a tiger, a panther. Panthers are cool. And reverse back, moving in power and strength and connection. And back into your downward dog. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand and begin to travel. Lean forward. Lean back. Forward. Back. So what do you meet as you travel? What do you need to care for or attend to as you move? How do you connect in grace, in smoothness, in joy? Be in your body in joy. What an incredible thing to do. Nice. One more time. Super. Lift your back knee off the floor. Pause there. How do you find your teatowel feeling here? How do you lean into, exaggerate this pose? What would be an exaggeration? For me, rounding my back connects my spine, pushing down into the back heel, pushing down into the front foot, moving the front knee a little bit more forward and pulling the back heel more backwards. So it's like I'm just, trying to find where do I move to connect? Super. Drop your knee to the floor, bring your left hand to your left knee, and then look way down the garden. Lengthening through the spine as you look with your eyes. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Maybe you hop in 2 steps. Maybe you hop in 1. And then travel. Maybe you move your feet a bit off the floor as you travel. Maybe you keep them glued to the floor as you travel. Notice what moves you, what inspires you, what's possible. Nice. And bring your hands forward. Heel toe your feet towards each other. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. And come lie on the floor. All the way down. Great. You can rest your arms out to the side or along beside you, and then just do the pelvic tilt. So flatten your lower back down, arch into your lower back. So you're just checking in. And here, how do you move in smoothness, but also have a squeeze at the end of your movement, that you're connecting into the strength of this movement in wellness? Nice. Sway your knees from side to side, hearing the movement through the pelvis, through your hips, swaying. Hearing, moving, back to center. Draw the right knee up onto your chest, interlock your fingers, squeeze it in. Nice. Lift your left foot off the floor. So the amount that you straighten the left leg will depend on your left leg. So find out what your left leg wants to do. Maybe a little bit out, maybe all the way out. And then just settle in. Really draw your navel back towards the spine, flatten the lower back into the floor. Keep holding onto your knees or reach your hands up towards the ceiling. If you reach your hands up, it's much stronger. So just remember that. And then let your left leg travel. So draw your left knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it towards you with your leg effort. And then lengthen your leg long. So you're either holding onto the right knee or you're reaching your hands up towards the ceiling. And each, like when you're long, gets super long, like you're trying to push a stone away from you. When your knee travels up towards you, squeeze it down towards you. You can, if you want, lift your head off the floor, but that makes it even harder. See what you want to do, what feels right for you. One more time. Nice. Hold on to the left leg, squeeze it in. And what you do with the right leg will depend on your sensations. So stretch the right leg out to wherever it goes. Stay here holding on to your knee or reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then begin to travel with the right leg. In, squeeze, out. Really lengthen. In, squeeze, out. Lengthen. You can lift your head off the floor if you're feeling strong. Squeeze, out. Lengthen. Squeeze, out. Lengthen. One more time. Super cool. Drop your head to the floor, squeeze both knees towards you, hug them in, and then just roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. And then smiley knees, so draw the knees up on the right, and then up on the left. And I travel back through the front of the belly with the knees, so I'm making a smiley face or a smile with my knees. Just feel that my elbows are braced into the floor. And I have a sense of squeezing at the top of the movement, so I like squeeze, and then travel, and then squeeze, and then travel. And I'm just really enjoying the connection of my spine to the floor, the strength of my belly, the feeling of my thighs, my hips. Nice, come back to center. Bring your left foot to the floor. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling, and then lower your right leg down until it floats just above the floor. Bend your right knee, draw it up towards your chest, stretch it long, and then heel away, lower your leg down until it floats just above the floor. Point your toe, bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel, lower your leg down. Just feel that. Point your toe, bend your knee, straighten your leg goes down. So I kind of feel like it's like a flick. I feel like a mermaid on a bicycle or something. So just find that flick. Bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel moves away, leg lowers down. One more time. Bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel moves away, leg goes down. Nice. Other side. Bend your knee, lengthen your leg, heel moves away, lower your leg down straight. Point your toes, bend your knee, straighten your leg, heel, and go down. Point your toes, bend your knee, straighten, heel, down, and then begin to flick. So this leg for me, there's always a difference between one side and the other. This one is more like a robot moving, whereas the other one was like, whew, mermaid. This one is like, I can feel robotic a little bit more on this side. Well, that's cool. They're both wonderful legs doing exactly what they can right now. And that's amazing. So we're going to try both of them together. So bring both knees above your chest and then straighten your right leg and then send your heel away and then lower your right heel down to whatever point feels right, because now your belly muscles are on a lot more. And then straighten the left leg. And so you start to kind of walk in the air above you. How do you make this movement smooth and connected? How do you really feel the power of your belly, the power of your legs? You can, if you want, to straighten your arms up overhead. You can reach your arms until they're floating just above the floor. You can lift your head up if you wish. Actually, reach your hands up towards the ceiling if your head is off the floor. And just feel that. Nice. One more time. Super cool. Bring your head to the floor. Make circles with your knees. Butterfly knees. So my knees widen, my toes lower down towards the floor, my knees come together, knees come back up towards my chest. So I'm rolling in a circle with my knees. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Cool. Both feet to the floor. Roll over. Come up to sit. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Actually, bring your feet wide. Hey, Jig. So we're going to do country dancing. So bend both elbows and bring your thumbs out in front of you. And then lift your right elbow up and draw your left thumb towards the floor as much as you can. And then lift your left elbow up and draw your right thumb towards the floor. And you're traveling, but just here. Oh, I just love the rib cage in this movement. And then just the general weird music that's twinkling in the back of my head. I've got Steely Dan or something, or
I just feel that. Oh, it's so glorious in the rib cage. This, and get even boggier. You know, get really serious bog, bog dancing, country bog dancing. I just feel that. Lift your elbow even higher. Oh, nice. Back to center. Roll your shoulders, and then in the other direction. Bring your hands forward. You can come into a cross-legged position or some kind of position where your feet are doing something. And then bring your thumb and forefinger to touch. And then pull your fingers wide and turn the back of your hands together. Scoop towards your dog or towards your tummy. And then reach your hands forward and offer wide. So like we've been doing the last few days, really exaggerate the movement of your chest in connection to the arms. So when my arms are going forward, I round my back and drop my head. When my hands are going wide, I lift my chest and look upwards. So I'm exaggerating, a bit like what we did in country dancing. Exaggerate the movement of your chest. One more time. Nice. Sit with your hands on your knees. And maybe just wonder what you're grateful for right now in this moment. Nice. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your eyebrows. Slowly turn your head. Keep wiggling your toes and eyebrows. So you're going to multitask. Turn your head towards the left and notice something with your eyes. Breathing into your belly. Stop wiggling and just notice something with your eyes and deepen your breath into your belly. Nice. Come back to center. Wiggle your eyebrows. Wiggle your toes. Turn your head towards the right. Notice something. Stop wiggling and deepen your breath. Keep noticing the thing with your eyes. And come back to center. How wonderful. That was so lovely, guys. So wonderful. So tomorrow's Sunday. Sunday's always a floor kind of, or some kind of yum day. They're all kind of yum. But who knows what we'll get up to tomorrow. So great. Thanks so much for joining me. And thanks, Jake, for joining me. Joseph's dog. Yes. Lovely. How wonderful. So great. So yeah, I just have so much joy doing this, and I'm so grateful to the tribe of people who co-create this. And so yeah, so we're heading into July next month. If anybody has any ideas, suggestions, feedback, anything you like, questions to ask me, I'd love it. I love hearing what you think and feel and wonder about. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a wonderful Saturday. I'm going to go digging the garden and doing some awesome outdoor stuff. So be awesome, be well, and definitely be you. Ciao for now.